What's going on, everyone? It's time for another action sci-fi shark creature feature film review. Today we're going to talk about Empire of the Sharks. It was released by The Asylum, and it was released August 5th, 2017. It was produced by David Michael Latt and written and directed by Mark Atkins, who did the previous one, which I just reviewed, Planet of the Sharks, but he also did Road Wars and Road Wars Max Fury. He also did Six-Headed Shark Attack, which I have a review for on here, and Monster Island. So this is the sequel to Planet of the Sharks. So it's pretty much the same premise. Basically, a warlord basically has this new technology to control the sharks and attack when needed, and also enslaves like people to make safer drinking water. But then a group of ragtag Avengers, I guess you could say, team up and try to take them out while fighting off the sharks and trying to save the people that are in this floating village. So this one does have some pretty good, like the cinematography in the silent films are usually pretty decent. For the low budget this movie has, the sets actually looked really good, and even like the characters' costumes and stuff worked really well. Um, the um, the CG in it looks a little bit of a step up from most Asylum movies and Sci-Fi Channel type of movies. It does have a little more depth and looks a little bit better, but still, it still doesn't have like the texture and stuff, so you can still tell. But they definitely love doing the sharks jumping out, biting people in the air. They do that a lot in this, but still, it still looks decent for what it is. The acting in this is pretty terrible. I don't know if I mentioned the other review, but it's pretty bad on the just like the other movie. But still, this one, besides the bad acting, at least the characters do have a little bit of something in it. They're not just paper thin characters, throwaway characters like in most Asylum movies. They actually do have a little bit more life to them and stuff, so you could get behind them in that. But yeah, this one does have some pretty terrible fake accents in it, which is really hard to get around. But still, I still thought it was an okay movie. I didn't think it was like the greatest thing ever, but still, it was better than I thought. This was like Mad Max on water, what makes Waterworld for some reason, but it did have a pretty cool sort of setting, and that sort of worked. Too bad they didn't make it more like Indiana Jones, though, because it sounds like an Indiana Jones ripoff. But still, I thought Empire of the Sharks was alright. It is watchable, and overall, it's better than most Asylum films. So I'm gonna give Empire of the Sharks a 2.5 out of 5. It was okay, but yeah, if it sounds like something you're interested in, you want to check it out, it is streaming for free on Tubi. I'll link it down below so you can check it out there. Also, link down below is my Instagram, so I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I usually put the film title in there and some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox is down below. Daily reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the film. And my Twitter's down below at reviews_Eric. So follow me on those platforms and look at this channel. Like this video, share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully find something weird, obscure, and odd they probably never thought of checking out together. And also so you get my opinions of popular films that come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because we're actually going to do a documentary in the next review. Eileen, Queen of the Serial Killers. Yeah, they made another documentary on Eileen Wuornos, but I'm going to check it out and see if it's any different than all the others. So make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those evil warlords try to take over sharks and get them to eat humanity so they could take over. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.